Sit back, relax, enjoy my dulcet tones. Today I've got something a bit different for you. I'm going to discuss a couple of different topics, but before I get into it, I'd like to apologise for the lack of videos lately. I'll be honest, I've not been motivated. You go through phases as a YouTuber, as a creator of whatever. You go through phases where you get writer's block, I suppose, the equivalent, the YouTube equivalent. I've not exactly had a lack of ideas. It's literally just been the motivation to sit down and record, particularly sit down and edit, if I'm honest. Recording is okay, but editing videos at the moment, I'm just having to force myself to do it, which is not good when what I should be doing is enjoyable. This is a part-time hobby essentially for me, and it has to be enjoyable to get the best possible results, really. If I'm not enjoying it, then you're not going to enjoy the videos. So I'm just having a little bit of a break ahead of FM17. We've got one more series to do before FM17. That's going to be a new emulating series which will be starting very soon. By very soon I mean towards the end of September, so keep an eye out for that. That's pretty much it in news in my life. I'm going away for a few days, so I won't be contactable via Twitter or YouTube or whatever for a few days. This video is just going to sort of ramble on. I was intending on making some notes. I don't actually have a notepad. I've just got a Tintin book in front of me, so I mean that's not really going to be very helpful for this video, to be honest. I do love a bit of Tintin. Great stuff. But as you can see from the title of the video, the first point is new direction. Am I going to take a new direction for Football Manager 2017 with this channel? I don't know. It's the question. But I'd like your help, your advice for me, because I guess my channel's always been rumbling along, and I've got to 22,000 subscribers in 4 years of doing this now. That's a hell of a long time I've been doing this. I don't know how I've managed it, but I'm still going, still trundling along, still trying to be creative and come up with ideas for fresh Football Manager videos, I guess. I mean, this is a little bit different to start with. It's just me talking to you. My blind is just swinging in the wind back there, so if you hear some rattling noises, it's that. It's really hot today. It's like 25, 26 Celsius. I thought autumn was coming, but it's not. It's still the summer, which some people would be pleased about. But when you're trying to record videos and you're melting, I mean, I'd rather just be naked right now recording this, but you don't want to see that, so I'm having to wear clothes to record this. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, a new direction. See, this is where this video is going to go. It's just going to ramble on. So if that rambling sort of video isn't for you, maybe switch off. You can listen to me in the background whilst you're cutting up carrots or having a shower, whatever. Maybe not a shower, you might get a bit too excited. So anyway, I've been thinking about the direction for the channel. I had a day yesterday where I was just walking miles and miles because I was having to go backwards and forwards between the garage because I was having some new tyres put on my car. And it's a long old way to walk, so I was just having to think about YouTube and where I want to take it for FM17, because I've always been known for doing different things, I guess. I've done the traditional Let's Play series, I've done some non-traditional Let's Play series like Score One Steal One using the editor and stuff. I've always been known for my experiments for the last 3.5 years, ever since I started doing them, I guess. But I've never made that my only thing. I've done tutorials, I've done lots of different things, but generally all Football Manager based. There's been very few non-Football Manager videos on my channel. I guess today is a sort of non-Football Manager video, but I'm talking about Football Manager, so yeah, whatever. But I need to decide, maybe I don't need to decide, but I was thinking maybe I need to decide which direction I want to go in. Do I want to just focus on a niche? Do I want to focus on Football Manager Experiments? I even had a thought, oh, maybe I could rename this channel Football Manager Experiments, but I don't think it's a good idea. I like my name Golden F. It's just who I am now, I guess. I mean, it could be called Football Manager Experiments Golden FM or the other way around. But I don't just want to do Football Manager experiments, I don't think. I want to do what I find enjoyable. I find doing Football Manager experiments really interesting and enjoyable from time to time. But if I was to do a Football Manager experiment every day or every other day, or only focus on FM experiments, I'd probably run out of ideas eventually. Even my creative masterpiece of a brain would run out of ideas, and that would be bad. So I don't just want to focus on FM experiments. However, that probably is the thing that most of you guys are subscribed for. It is, I mean, my experiments do get the most views out of any of my videos, apart from things like tutorials, which is just what people are searching for, I guess, on Google and YouTube. I'll come back to that in a bit, actually. But experiments wise, people enjoy them, people find them interesting. I tried to be completely different. I remember some of the first experiments I would do, actually the first few experiments I did were actually quite interesting, but then I'd go into these things like Paul Pogba at Man United, like before he moves and that sort of thing, and to be honest, I find them not particularly interesting to watch or make, which is why I don't make them now. So there's lots of people that do enjoy watching them, but I don't like doing them anymore. I prefer these niche things that I do, like trying to boost all the Nordic nations, swapping all the Premier League teams with the Conference South and North teams. You know, that sort of different thing where you do have to do a little bit of editing on the pre-game editor to set it all up, and it's a bit more work involved doing that. And you guys seem to enjoy them, so thank you. But I'd like some feedback from you. What would you like me to do, basically? What are you subscribed for? What do you enjoy most about my channel? Is it the experiments? I know there's some of you that like my Let's Plays, but I know I'm not the best one out there at being entertaining 24/7. Some of my episodes I can go through spells of being entertaining, and others I know that I'm not perhaps in the mood to be like that. So there's great content creators out there. There's so many Football Manager guys that have come out, especially in the last year. Lots of people that are doing really, really well and growing and producing excellent content and better Let's Play series than mine, to be honest. But that is also motivation for me to get better. I want to get better. I want to improve. I always want to improve. I always want to produce entertaining, interesting content for you guys watching, because that's what keeps me going, basically. So whether that be a Let's Play, or whether it be an experiment, or whether it be something else, who knows? So let me know in the comment section below what you are subscribed for. What do you like to watch on my channel most? Like, what series really gets you going? It might be the emulating series, because that's something different entirely as well, and I will be doing more of them as time goes by. That's the plan, because I know there's lots of you that enjoy that. So I know emulating series, it works. Let's keep it going. It may not get as many views as some other series that I've done, but I know the hardcore bunch of you that follow my channel really, enjoy that particular series, or there is a hardcore bunch of you that enjoy that series. I'm not saying everyone else is not hardcore, because there's probably people that really like my Let's Play series and would love me to do lots more of them. Breathe, Paul, breathe. Okay, what else was I going to talk to you? Let me just refer back to my notes. Blue blistering barnacles. So I want to try and give you some advice. Creators out there, I guess, primarily, or people that want to start creating Football Manager videos, or other sorts of videos possibly as well, I don't know. I'm going to have a chat with you as to how I basically started and what I do. What's my process for making a video? Some people come to me and say, how have you got so many subscribers? And I'm thinking, is that like a backhanded insult? Are you coming to me and saying, what the hell? How have you got so many subscribers? You're useless. What? Yeah, maybe. I think you're probably, I'm hoping some of you are just asking, how have you managed to get to this point in your YouTube career? Not that it's a career at all. Hasten to add, you're not going to become a millionaire making Football Manager videos. So if you're just wanting to make some money, don't make Football Manager videos. My advice would be to do something really random, like all you do is make a video of you brushing your hair. People like that sort of crap. They like listening to people brushing their hair, or watching people brushing their hair. You'll get loads of views that way. Seriously. There's what is that thing? There's this thing that's recently come up where people just make noises, like they comb their moustache or their beard or something, and they get loads of views because of the relaxation quality. It is bizarre. It is bizarre. Anyway, I'm sure there might be some of you that enjoy that sort of thing, but that would be my top tip if you want to make some money on YouTube. Yeah, but if you just want to be a creator, like be a part of the Football Manager community, or just make FM videos because you enjoy FM, you find it fun, then I'll try and give you some advice right now as best as I can. So I started on Twitter. Let's just load this up. I'm going to switch to a different screen. Here we go. I'm on Twitter. I'm in the corner as well. Hi. So I started Twitter back in May. I think it was like 27th of May 2012. I was sitting in my university library, University of Southampton library, and I'd been toying with the idea of doing something Football Manager based for a while, I guess. I'd started a private Facebook group with my friend Tom, where we were just posting our saves, like posting our some screenshots from our saves, and it was called Golden FM. My name was Paul Holden. It's now Paul Holden Warren since I got married, but Paul Holden, his last name started with a G, and we were sad. We decided to join our name together to create Golden. It's not Holden, Golden FM, and I mean that is pretty sad. But anyway, that's what Golden FM is. Obviously, most of you probably wouldn't think of it that way, but that's what it came from. Tom was involved with me on Twitter for the first 2 or 3 months. We both pushed the Twitter account. We got quite a few followers. I managed to get contacts with a few football accounts, and they helped me out. And originally, I was just going to do Twitter, to be honest. I was just going to offer advice, joke about Football Manager, and just have a general Football Manager Twitter account, I guess. But it really exploded, and I suddenly got to like 10,000 followers by the end of that summer, the year between my second and third year of uni. And I'd set up a YouTube channel in July, thinking, yeah, maybe I could make some videos, but I didn't upload for probably 2 or 3 weeks. And then I started making some tutorials, and they did quite well, and uploaded some general Football Manager videos. And when FM 13 came out, I thought, let's give this a go. Let's do a couple of Let's Play series. I knew there was a few guys out there making Football Manager videos. Good old Evolving Mick and a few of FM Chris, if you remember him. There was a few guys out there, and I watched the odd video of theirs, and I thought, yeah, maybe I could do this. And I mean, I didn't really watch them that much, to be honest. I just went with my own style. I went with the flow. I just did what I thought was natural to me, and I got going, and I created my YouTube channel. Let's open it up. Here it is. 22,000 subscribers now. Can't quite believe it, but there we go. I started with 0. Well, I did say, thanks to my Twitter, I said I did post it a few times before uploading the video. I probably got to like 100 subs without even uploading the video, so that was quite fortunate. Anyway, I started uploading videos, and there we go. That was it. But how did I create videos? Originally, I had some little USB black mic. If you watch my early videos, you'll notice that the audio quality wasn't as good. That is the key. That is what I mean. I know people like Dr. Benji and a few others say this all the time. Audio is the most important thing. If you can invest in a decent microphone, it doesn't have to be really expensive. You can get some decent, like 20-25 quid microphones. My one is this beast. It's a Blue Yeti, which retails at over £90, I think, but I managed to get it off Amazon when they had a deal. It was like 70 quid. It was amazing. If you go on, I mean, it always keeps its price. It's been around for years, but it's always between 70 and 100 quid. So if you really want to invest, then I would suggest that. There's the Blue Snowball as well, which is a cheaper option, but they are the kings, I guess. They're not the ultimate king. There are better microphones out there, but for a decent mid-range microphone, this is what I use. Links to the things I use are generally in the video description, by the way, if you just want to have a look that way. My webcam is on there as well. That was like 50 quid. So you don't have to spend thousands of pounds on equipment. This is the OBS. You can see here, you'll be able to see a million of me. But this is OBS that's recording right now. Open Broadcaster software. I switched to that about a year ago now, actually. It was probably just before FM16 came out. I used to reuse Bandicam. Previous to that, I used Camtasia, the free trial, and that was a screen recorder which also included very simple editing software. Let's just search. Oh, bloody hell, what's going on here? Let's just search this. Camtasia. And I could, for whatever reason, if I uninstalled it and then reinstalled the free trial, I kept getting the free trial. I used that for like a year. 30-day free trial. For whatever reason, I was able to use it 12 times. The free trial. I doubt that you'd be able to do that now. But this was in my first year of YouTube. And then I got Bandicam. So these are just the different options for screen recording, which is what you need for Football Manager videos. Those of you that have already made Football Manager videos will know all these things, but hopefully I can still give you some tips, those of you that have just started out. So I used the free download for like 30 days, then I bought the full version, so I've still got that somewhere, I just don't use it. But it's a good quality program, it does create files that are very big. But to start with, I never really had to video edit, because I would just edit as I went along. I would just pause when I stopped talking and then start recording again. Nowadays there's a lot more editing involved, because I'm just recording a big block of video and editing as I go along. Well, at the end, sorry, I edit it once I've finished the whole thing. So yeah, Bandicam's a very good option, and I might actually go back to it at some point because I still have it, but we'll see. I don't know. I quite like OBS because there's this flexibility. I can have myself in I can move myself around. Look, yeah, edit scene. So if I click on edit scene, I can move myself around, see? Whoa, that is just hypnotic and weird. So I quite like the flexibility of OBS, and it's good for streaming as well if you want to stream. So yep, that's how I record. Now, how do I edit my videos, you ask? I use Adobe Premiere Elements, which isn't the full fat version of Adobe Premiere because that's really expensive and I don't really want to spend that money. But I've got the basic version of Premiere and Photoshop because I don't need a really full, I mean, maybe one day, but for the editing style I use, I don't need to go full flash craziness. You've got, I mean, you could learn how to use this program using other YouTube videos. I'm not going to teach you how to use this program. This is what I use. And it's quite simple, really. Yep, that's what I use for editing my videos. But there are free packages out there. Even if you use Windows, what's it called? Windows Movie Maker. I remember making my YouTube videos back in 2007, 2008 using Windows Movie Maker. Classic program. And then another handy program that I would suggest is Handbrake, because YouTube, especially if you've got slower internet, uploading big files to YouTube will take a while. But if you use Handbrake, you can reduce the size of your video and it should go up relatively easy. Now here's a secret that I haven't told anyone. You may have guessed though. You may have guessed just from seeing stuff. But my video thumbnails are pretty simple. Sometimes they don't look great, sometimes I'm quite proud of them. But I'm no Photoshop pro. I know the basics. I know how to do like photography Photoshop stuff, but not fancy graphics. I'm just dreadful. I haven't got my head around it. I keep meaning to teach myself properly. I literally use PowerPoint. It's pretty hilarious, I know. But I actually use, there's a picture of puffins here. Oh yeah, okay. Let's get rid of that. That's my wife. Being a puffin. So yeah, I actually make my thumbnails on Microsoft PowerPoint because I'm quite good at PowerPoint. It's quite hilarious. But the newer version of PowerPoint's pretty good. You can cut out people. You can actually cut stuff out just like on Photoshop, but with PowerPoint. It's brilliant. So that's what I use. One day I will teach myself how to use Photoshop properly, but you know, I've just got a theme to my thumbnails this year. I've been using yellow, black, red, you know, similar colours for my, if you look at my thumbnails, I mean, they're all the same pretty much. They've all got the same colours, you know, yellow, black, red's involved, and they're not bad. I'm quite proud of some of my thumbnails. I quite like Score and Still one, quite like the Home Nations one. You don't have to buy or use Photoshop. You can use other things. I use PowerPoint, which some of you may be surprised by. Some of you will probably think, oh right, that's why it looks like that. I thought it looked like PowerPoint, but there we go. Hopefully this is useful in some way for some of you guys. But to grow your channel, there's no secret. There really is no secret. Well, maybe there is, I don't know, because I haven't grown massively ever. But I'm pretty proud of my achievements for Football Manager. But get out there on Twitter, Facebook, whatever, promote your work. But one thing is, don't speak to someone. I get this a lot. People ask for a shout out and they've made one video. Like, maybe record a few videos, like a few Let's Play videos, maybe a whole series. See how it does by itself. Just be imaginative, be yourself. It does take a bit of getting used to. Like, my first few videos, probably awful. If I watch some of my FM13 series, I'll probably cringe. I'll be like, oh, that is dreadful. I did a different style back then. I was a bit more softer. People quite liked listening to my voice. It was all soft and relaxing, apparently. I'm not relaxing now. I'm trying to be just myself a bit more. Come out. At that point, I was in a shared uni house recording, sometimes late at night, so I didn't want to shout or scream or you know, do a Klinsmann on the carpet in celebration. I said this video would be rambling. I did warn you. I said it would be rambling. I'm still rambling away 20 minutes later, talking rubbish as usual. I can't remember what I was going to say, but yeah, when you start out, I would suggest record a series, a Let's Play series, then maybe tweet someone, tweet me. I apologise that I can't get back to everyone or watch everyone's videos. I mean, I don't watch many Football Manager videos on YouTube because to find the time is impossible. You'll know when you become a creator, or if you are a creator, it's almost impossible to watch people on YouTube, like lots of people. You might watch a few, but generally I watch non-Football Manager videos because I play Football Manager, I make Football Manager videos. It's almost like I'm Football Managered out by that point. I want to watch something different, something fresh. So, I mean, I watch the odd video, but to dedicate my life to a Let's Play series is very hard. I watch videos for tips, see how I can improve, see how other people are getting on, see if like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I could incorporate that or change my style or adapt it slightly to my style. Graphically, maybe have, you know, you need to have thumbnails. I remember my early videos didn't really have thumbnails, but get thumbnails, even if they're basic. If they stand out, that's great. This thing I made myself. I made everything myself, apart from this logo someone made for me. I keep needing to update that. I'm terrible at making logos, so if anyone fancies making a logo for me, then that would be great, but I can't guarantee use it. I feel bad. I remember I've used a logo previously or thumbnail previously because someone made it for me without, you know, I didn't ask, and they made it for me, but you know, I used it because I felt bad not using it. Anyway, I'm going to update my logo at some point. Yeah, I need to. I'd like a new logo. I'll try and make one myself. Give myself a challenge. I can't make logo. I don't know why. I can make thumbnails. I can make this stuff, but little thumbnails that stand out, I just can't seem to get to grips brilliantly. But the key is to do something that you find fun. That is the real key. If you don't find it fun, if you're not enjoying it, don't bother. What's the point? You're not going to become a rich, famous person making Football Manager videos. Only do it if you find it enjoyable and you have the time. That is another key thing. Don't let it overtake your life. At times I was able to upload a video a day. Nowadays I can't. It's, you know, every 2 or 3 days, apart from recently, but every 2 or 3 days uploading a video, it fits in with my life. But if you can't, maybe you can only upload a video a week or video a month even. If it's good quality, then people are going to watch regardless. They really are. Good example this, Adriano, legend. He hasn't uploaded for 2 months, but he'll probably come back with a video in, I don't know, 3 months, and he'll still get quite a few people watching because people like him. He's funny. But if you don't have the time, then don't stress. Don't force yourself to do it, because that it's not going to create a good video. I promise you, because I've done that many times, and I've not been that proud of the outcome. But I felt like I needed to upload. When you get to the point where you feel like you have to upload, then just slow down, take a break. Oh, George is coming. Hello, George. George the cat is here. There's probably loads more advice. You're moving the mouse, George. Yeah, okay. You're okay there, buddy. What was I going to say? Yeah, there's probably lots of advice I can give you, and I'm not saying don't take my word. Like, this is advice that because this is what I've done. There's not a right or wrong way to do it. This is just what I think could maybe work. But there's so many guys out there now, which is fantastic news for the Football Manager YouTube community. The more people there are, the better. I'll let you into my upload schedule for the year, or the way I do things. You may have, if you've been around for a couple. He's off now. There he goes. If you've been subscribed. That's the word. I'm My brain's starting to get a bit frazzled now. But if you've been subscribed to me for a couple of years, you may have noticed. Let's go back to full screen. Hello. You may have noticed that I've had a particular order to the way I upload videos when a new game comes out. So I generally have a break before the game comes out, which is what I'm doing at the moment. Just have a bit of a recharge of the batteries. A lot of FM YouTubers and general creators do that before a new game comes out. You just have a bit of a break to recharge your batteries. When the game comes out, on the day of the beta release, I generally release a few tutorials that I'm able to. So no editor tutorials, because the editor doesn't come out of the beta. But I release some tutorials, and they're generally the same as the previous year's ones. And some of you may think, what's the point of that? You're just doing it for views. I'm not going to lie. I am. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. But it's not just a selfish thing, this. Uploading tutorials helps people. I like helping people. So it's not just, I mean, it's great that I get views on tutorials, but I enjoy helping people. It also means if people ask me questions, I can direct them towards that video rather than having to reply every single time with like a long list of things. I just say, check out this video, it shows you how to do it. Excellent. The reason I do it for every single game is because people search for this on Google, YouTube. People will watch your videos and they may subscribe to your channel. A lot of people subscribe to my channel because they watched a tutorial. They've thought, oh, this guy makes Football Manager videos. Let's have a look. Oh, he makes Let's Play series. Let's subscribe to this, see what they're like. I've never thought about Football Manager Let's Play series before. I've only ever watched FIFA or Call of Duty or something on YouTube. I've never watched a Football Manager series. Let's give it a go. Ah, I quite like this series actually. I wonder who else makes Football Manager videos. Then they go and find other YouTubers. I've had lots of people that have probably come to my channel because they've seen a Work the Space or a Stat Up tutorial, and they've seen my channel and come across to my channel, and vice versa. It helps the community in a way. And don't be afraid to record a tutorial if it's already been done, because if there's more tutorials for the same thing, someone types it in and thinks, oh look, there's 10 different tutorials. I'll check this one out. It's great that there's lots of different tutorials for the same thing. It's obviously a healthy community. There's lots of people involved in this. I'm surprised at how many people are involved in this. That's good. Football Manager seems like a popular game. I will maybe check out some of these creators, and because there's loads of them doing this sort of thing. Let's give it a go. It can actually help. In my opinion, it helps. The same goes for when you pick a save. There's lots of people now announcing their FM17 YouTube series. Fair enough, you can do that. I know the reason for this is people are probably doing this so other creators don't pick their team. There's nothing wrong with two YouTubers doing the same team. I've seen Work the Space say this, but it's almost good because you can compare two different ones. You can see the differences. It may even help each other because both of them recording at the same series, if someone searches for them, they might find the other series and they'll gain a new subscriber that way. So there's really no problem with doing the same team as another creator. And don't be put off by the fact that maybe they've got 10,000 more subscribers than you. Don't worry about it. Most people, I don't think anyone would have a go at you for doing the same team as them. And if they do, then seriously, what's their problem? Come on, it's a game. You can manage who you want. If you copycatted everything, like you copied their thumbnail, copied their introduction, put a mask on for that YouTube. If I put a Dr. Benji mask on and did a Salford Story thing, called it Salford Story, then obviously, you know, that's wrong. But you can have the same team, but just have your own twist to it. Be creative, do your own thing, do something different. Here's a challenge: make it better than the other person. Maybe people have come to me and said, "Can I do an emulating series?" Go for it. Maybe if you called it emulating Messi, then obviously you're copying me and there's no difference. Do something different. Call it, Stat Up did Be the Best, for example, a couple of years ago, and we've seen lots of people doing similar things, but you come up with your own series name, you have your own twist to it completely, you just come up with something different, people will watch. If it's a plain copycat, then what's the point? But you get what I'm saying here. I felt like I was going to say something else. I really should have made some notes rather than relying on Tintin. Oh yeah, so I was going through my schedule. So yeah, once I've done on the day of release of the beta, tutorial videos I then start a beta save, and that beta save will be 1 or 2 seasons, and it will go until the real full fat version of Football Manager is released. On the full fat version release day, I upload a couple of edited tutorials because they always do really well, and it's for the same reasons as I said before. So I install the editor, do a couple of tutorials on the editor, and they always go down well. And then I start my full main save, not necessarily on the day of release, maybe a day or 2 after, but always be prepared, be organised, come up with some idea before. I haven't done that yet. I really need to do that. I know who I'm one team that I'm definitely managing, and I think I said on Twitter actually. I've already announced something, but not officially on YouTube or anything, so it could change. So yeah, I start my main save. I then pretty soon after that start an experiments series, because like I've said, this channel is known for experiments, so I try and get one started as soon as possible once the editor is downloaded and installed and all that stuff's installed and done. And that's the way I go. Going back to a new direction for my channel, I often try and do 2 Let's Play series at the same time, as well as doing maybe an emulating series or an experiment series. I really should do them one at a time, I think, because to have 2 on the go is really hard. It is. Or I just have 2 on the go, but one of them is like a weekly update thing, and another one is every 2 days I upload a video. So that way I could do it. But to do 2 series where I'm uploading every 2 or 3 days for both, pretty much impossible, and probably impossible for most of you guys, unless you're out of work or you're at university and you've got the time. That is the perfect time to get started, by the way. Seriously, that's when I started. So that's my advice. I think that's everything. I think I thought of some other stuff yesterday when I was walking along the road for 2 hours at a time, but off the top of my head I can't actually remember anything else. But hopefully this video has been useful. I have been rambling, but if you've got any questions about YouTube, just come to me, ask me some questions. I can't guarantee I'll always reply because I'm a busy guy, but I'll try and offer some advice. The main advice I would say is get a good microphone. You don't have to do face cam. You don't feel like you have to do face cam. There's lots of great creators out there that don't use face cam, and their videos are amazing. I've just tended to do that for Let's Play series. I don't do it for my experiments, but for my Let's Play series I tend to do them now. You need recording software, you need maybe some editing software, and then you're away to go. You just upload videos and try and do something different. I'm still talking, sorry. But maybe to start with a bigger team. My advice would be start with a bigger team, especially when the new game's released, because people will find you. People might type into YouTube Arsenal Football Manager 2017. People will find you that way. Then maybe move on to a smaller save, or maybe do some sort of challenge, Pentagon challenge, that's really easy to find. Put your stuff on the forums, put your stuff on the Football Manager forums, put your stuff on Twitter, speak to people on Twitter, try and get them to watch your stuff. Facebook groups, there's a few Facebook Football Manager groups, maybe post them in there. There's different ways to market yourself and get people to watch your videos. You can then maybe move on to the stage where you ask people to try and maybe do a draft video with them, 2 creators together. To be honest, I very rarely have the time to do that sort of thing. But if you find someone, if you're on 100 subscribers, find someone else with 100 subscribers, or find someone with 200 subscribers. You'll both gain subscribers that way, and you can grow that way. So that's quite a good way to grow. But I would suggest maybe focusing on yourself first. You need to have a reason why someone should double up with you, collaborate with you, because they're not going to collaborate with someone that's made 1 video. So you need to make a few videos and maybe make a whole series and see how it goes. Just have fun. That's if you don't want to grow either. Maybe your aim isn't to grow. Most people's aim is to grow on YouTube. You want to get more views. It just keeps you going, keeps you motivated to start with. But if you're just happy making videos yourself and you're not bothered about views, you've got all the freedom in the world basically to do what you want. In the early days of your channel, you have the freedom to do what you want with it. It doesn't just have to be Football Manager based. You could do a mixture of things, remember. I probably would have done that to start with, so you're not trapped in, but at the same time, if you've got a niche, people all subscribe for the same reason, and you'll get consistent views on every single type of video you upload. But well, there we go. Well, thanks for watching today's video. It's been a bit different. Apologies once again for the lack of videos over the past couple of weeks, but like I said, I'm just taking a break. I don't know what's happening to my FM11 series. It might come back. Just haven't had the motivation, to be honest. So, yep, I'm excited about FM17, so I'm definitely going to be regaining my motivation very soon. And I'll be making videos once again very soon. Until next time, guys, enjoy Football Manager and good luck creating content if you so wish. See you guys.